In fact, CNN News 18 has accessed the pictures of those steel boxes in which the question papers, in fact, had come to Hazaribagh. The pictures indicate tampering with the handles of the boxes and breaking off the seals as well. Police say that the boxes may have been tampered with during transit. And these are those visuals there. These are the visuals that I was referring to about how these steel boxes, which was carrying those NEET question papers, and the seal there that has been also removed and tampered with. Anshul joins us now. Anshul, while I was listening to your conversation with the principal of Oasis School, I was wondering that how the security breach has happened in the first place, given the kind of SOPs that are followed while the question papers are being transported. Now, just take us through the visuals that we're seeing, visuals of those steel boxes that carries those question papers.
So yes, the sealed boxes that you are seeing on your screens right now, this is the trunk in which the question papers, after getting printed, get logged, and in these sealed boxes, in these trunks, metal trunks, these get transported in security with a officer suggested by the NTA that sits in the same van that actually transports these papers to the locations, to the centers to which these question papers are supposed to reach. Currently, if I just tell you about my location at which I am standing outside the SBI branch out here in Hazaribagh. This SBI branch actually played the role of a strong room, because remember, once the question papers got printed somewhere in Ranchi, from there it came over here to Hazaribagh, and it was kept over here at the State Bank of India's branch over here. This branch actually played the role of a strong room over here, and since then, from here, these question papers actually went to the location. The question papers reached over here on the 3rd of May, that is 2 days before the examinations were supposed to take place. Now, once the question paper reached the location, that is the center, Oasis School Center, then it was revealed that there were certain discrepancies that were found in those boxes as well. Generally, the boxes that are used are of the same company, but this time around, the boxes that reached the center at that point in time, these boxes were of different companies, their handles were different, and also there is a seal that is pasted behind the boxes so that if at all anyone tries to open it, that seal gets broken. The seal generally has the codes of the boxes that are being transported so that it could be tracked down through thoroughly. The photos that we have access at this point in time, this actually shows that before the question paper was opened, or before the trunk was opened at the center, one of the seals of these boxes was actually broken, which absolutely points at the fact that somewhere or the other some sort of tampering might have definitely happened during the transit of these boxes. Because remember, the principal also told us, or the principal is not a common person. He is also the city coordinator for the city of Hazaribagh, and he has been appointed by none other than the NTA itself. And he has told us that it has been found in the investigation that the boxes that were supposed to reach over here in Hazaribagh,
if I may interrupt you there, I'm just trying to understand this, that when this steel trunk had arrived at the school, and if there was, alleged tampering or the lock was missing, I don't see the locks in the visuals right now, why didn't the principal raise an alarm? Why were the authorities not alerted at that very point?
Well, if you see, these boxes do not come like this. Actually, there is a carton cover over these boxes, and that carton cover is also pasted with adhesive. So the entire carton cover actually reaches the school, and it is opened over there in front of the stakeholders that are present over there. Other members, senior members of the NTA are present over there. The school secretary is present over there. The central secretary is present over there. The basic job of the central secretary is to make sure that the boxes reach there on time and the question papers are distributed on time. So once they reached over there, they opened those boxes. At that point, they just click the photos. That is the SOP, that once the boxes are opened, you click the photos and send that to the NTA. Now, the officer of NTA that was present over here, he actually did not point out that something untoward has happened. This was eventually pointed out by the EOU, which came to investigate, and once they saw these photos, they pointed out that such discrepancies have happened, and that is why the NTA is saying that there are evidences that actually prove that somewhere or the other tampering has happened, not only with the boxes but also with one of the envelopes in which these question papers were. Because see, these envelopes are actually distributed according to the classrooms. For example, if a classroom has 24 students, then an envelope will be made in which exactly 24 question papers would be over there. Now, these envelopes were also broken in a very, very professional manner. There was a slight cut that was made at the bottom end of these envelopes,
Okay.
which means that someone tried to actually take out the question paper, click the photos of the question paper, and then put the question paper back in and then seal it with adhesive. So this has been done by a very, very professional gang.
Right.
The EOU believes that this is the work of the Mukhya gang, which is also involved in other paper leaks as well.
Oh, absolutely. Such shocking revelations coming in there. Anshul, thank you so much for getting us up to speed with the latest, and the modus operandi also revealing just how elaborate, how professional, how well thought and well designed this entire scam has been. Well, with that, it's time for us to take a very short break right here on the broadcast.